Hey there, party people. Welcome to your practice at the Movement Clinic. My name's Emily. Today's class, you will need a yoga straps or a belt or something like it because we're going to be doing lots of shoulder flossing, lots of back body strengthening using this prop, of course, in addition to whatever space that you move in and mat that you move on. So get there and I'll see ya. To start class, we will stand at the tops of our mats, take your strap and fold it about in half or whatever the length of your thing is. We'll be working a lot with about outer shoulder width distance. Go ahead and take whatever it is that you're using, place it at the front of your mat, somewhere in front of your feet so it's easily accessed. Stand in Tadasana to start. Soften your gaze or close your eyes entirely. Start to smooth out and deepen your breath. We're going to break the breath down into a few parts, really starting to massage the lungs and the mind to create those really nice, deep, smooth inhales and exhales with a pause at top and bottom. Exhale all of your breath out entirely. Inhale for 4. Hold at the top for 2. Exhale for 4. Pause at the bottom for 2. Inhale 4. Pause 2. Exhale 4. Pause 2. Keep going with your own breath, counting at the pace that makes sense for your respiration. After your next full round, return to your natural breath cycle, but see if that natural cycle has shifted at all. Bring your awareness to the shoulders. A gentle conversation that happens with the breath in the shoulders. Notice your shoulder blades on the back of your body. Space between the shoulder blades where your spinal column is down the back of the body. Maybe even becoming aware of the muscles on either side of your spine as they move with your balance, as they hold you upright. Notice if there's any tightness or maybe just an overall lack of awareness and sensation in the back of the body. Just take this class as we move and breathe together today to continue to notice this back line of your body, especially from tailbone to the base of your skull. And as always, cultivate that curiosity without judgment. Maybe even activate a sense of play as we move through something that may or may not be new to you. And slowly bring your palms to meet at your heart. Bow your head towards your hands in this gesture of commencing the movement part of our practice. And also an honor to ourselves and each other. This community that allows us to connect even from afar. Release your hands, lift your chin, float the eyes open. Slowly allow the eyes to take in everything, the brain to adjust. Inhale, reach up. Keep your ribs in, keep your belly zipped up. Lengthen out through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge at your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that your fingertips can release down to your mat. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. Allow the back of the body to open up a little bit as crown softens towards your toes. Inhale, lift your gaze, grab your strap outer shoulder width distance in your hands and place a little bit of tension on the strap as you gently tug it apart. Notice how that feels in the back of your shoulders. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up, chair pose. Gently keeping that tension on the strap. Imagine your strap was monkey bars or a bar that you are holding on to and softening and lengthening your hips out of as sides of the body lengthen. Zip up the low belly, absorb the low ribs. Notice the back muscles and see if you can't really hone in and see what's working hard and what's not. Press into the feet, inhale, stand up, press out through the knuckles. Pick up your right foot, cross it behind the left, bend left knee. Root down through that right heel any amount as you reach the strap up and over to the left. It's as though your right knuckles were reaching out of that back foot. Inhale, step right foot next to left. Big toes touch. Bend knees generously. Hinge at your hips, left foot picks up and steps back towards the back of your mat. Bend left knee. Begin to pivot on the ball of the left foot. Turn left toes out, left heel in, land left heel. We are in a horse or goddess squat. Bend and straighten the legs. I feel this in my left hip right now. Take an inhale here. Make sure knees are tracking over big toes. Low belly is zipped up. Low ribs are absorbed. And exhale to the right. Arms are long. Inhale through center. Exhale to left. Inhale through center. Come up on the ball of that right foot. Pivot right knee in. Turn to face the back of the mat. Step right foot next to left. Big toes touch. Knees softly bent. Pick up left foot, step it behind right, and reach strap up and over to the right. Inhale back through center. Left foot steps next to right. Chair pose, soft chair pose. Float right foot up and back. Hinging at hips, leaning forward slightly as we come back through our goddess pose. Come up on the ball of the left foot, pivot left knee in, turn to face back towards the front of the mat. Chair pose, step left foot hip width distance next to right. And fold forward, release strap back at the top of the mat. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, bend your knees, left foot steps back, right foot forward. Low lunge, soften left knee onto mat. Go ahead and grab that strap again. Come on up, reach strap out in front of you, zip up low belly, lift that left bony hip point up and in. So we're using this low glute to actively extend the hip, even if we're not coming forward a ton. Don't worry about that. Grab strap, outer shoulder width distance. You might even slide it a little bit wider. We are gonna floss out the shoulders just a little bit here. Go as much as you can this early in class. Press out through your knuckles, inhale, reach up overhead. Keep ribs in, keep low belly zipped as you exhale, soften the arms and the strap back behind you, any amount. Inhale lifts our arms back up overhead, keeping that gentle tugging sensation on the strap. As you exhale, press the knuckles out in front of you. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, ribs in, soften that strap behind you any amount. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. High lunge, tuck back toes, press the back heel back and down to lift the back knee. Keep low belly zipped and press your front leg straight as strap reaches up and overhead. Bend your left knee, so front leg is straight, left knee is bent. Low belly is zipped up, low ribs are absorbed as you soften strap behind you again. Now from here, squeeze shoulder blades together, start to stretch your heart up to the sky. Inhale, reach up, high lunge, bend your front knee, start to lean forward. Step left foot next to right, chair pose. Inhale, stand up. And release the strap down in front of you. Swing the strap behind you, grab slightly closer. Squeeze shoulder blades together, wrap elbows back towards one another. Keep a soft bend in the elbows, inhale. Exhale, fold forward with the bind. Bend your knees as much as you want or need. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And slowly release the strap from one hand. Bring it back out in front of you. Grab shoulder width distance. Inhale, chair pose. Pick up that right foot, step it back. Low lunge. Reaching up through those knuckles, inhale. Exhale, floss the shoulders back. Low belly is zipped. Ribs stay in. Inhale, reach up and forward. Exhale, soften as you move the strap forward. Woo, excuse me. Getting a little wobbly. Inhale, reach up, last one. Keep ribs in. Don't cheat yourself out of this by bending elbows or moving the strap off to one side or the other. Try to keep the movement in the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, forward, high lunge. Press the back heel back and down. Powerful pressing into the feet. As you inhale, press front leg straight. Reach strap up overhead. Exhale, bend back knee. Release your strap behind you. Stretch that heart out of the low back and out of the back heel to the sky. Inhale, reach up. High lunge, lean forward. This time, release your strap in front of the mat. Plant your palms. Step back to plank. Use your knees or don't. Exhale, lower to your bellies in one piece. Plant the tops of the feet, lift your kneecaps. Inhale, low cobra, draw your elbows back, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, press into the feet, floating cobra, zip up low belly, stretch your low back towards your heels. Lift your heart up, float your elbows back. Notice those back muscles that are helping to extend your heart out of your low back. And release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Float hands, press elbows back. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Use your knees or don't. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Go ahead and pedal out those feet, bending one knee and then the other. Step your feet together, big toes touch at the back of the mat. Gaze forward. Inhale, right heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step right foot between thumbs. You guessed it, grab your strap. Lift and zip up your belly. Press the strap out in front of you. Plant your back heel for warrior two. Heart, arms, strap open up to the left for side angle pose. Exhale, zip up belly, absorb low ribs. Inhale to reverse. Keep that gentle pressure and tugging on the strap. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. This time, inhale, press front leg straight, press out through the strap. Gaze at your back toes, turn your back heel in, toes slightly out, about 45 degrees for Skandasana. Now, front leg presses straight. Start to bend that back knee. Sink left hip towards left heel. Flex right toes up to the sky. As you do, shoulders stay tall. Keep reaching out through those knuckles. Slowly lower to your butts. Left knee turns in. Rest your shin bone in the top of your left foot, closer to your outer left hip. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, strap over that front foot. Maybe you get past it. Maybe you just capture it to open up the back of that right leg. Either way, we're reaching the sides of our body long, pressing out through our knuckles, or simply reaching side of our bodies long in this plane, using the strap to capture something. Good. Now, take your strap and move it off to the side for now. Eventually, we are going to ramp up and see if we can't keep hold of it the whole time. But for now, move it off to the side. Zip up your low belly. Start to drag that front heel back towards you as you lean forward. We're going to be pressing into our back foot and shin at the same time we drag our front heel towards us and lift off to find our way at a low lunge at the top of our mat. So imagine you're holding your strap. Maybe you reach your fingertips out in front of you. Take an inhale. Exhale to low lunge. Now maybe you need to use your hands to help push you up. Fine, use those hands. Grab that strap. Just keep it handy for now as you find your way into this low lunge. Gaze back at that back foot. Squeeze back heel towards your butt and capture the foot with your strap. Ooh. Same hand, same foot. I invite you to play with the internal and external rotation of that left shoulder, the hand that's grabbing the strap. See what feels good to you. Does it feel good to have the shoulder tucked in and turned in? Does that feel like a common movement practice for you? Maybe try turning the shoulder out, flipping the palm up, elbow down. Now use the back muscles to actively squeeze and send the heart forward. And very slowly release that foot. Allow the strap to release in the left hand. Bring it back to the top of the mat. Plant your palms. We meet in plank. And lower to our bellies, yet again in one piece. As we build our flow with our strap, as we build the strength in the back of the body with this handy dandy little strap. So, plant the tops of your feet, press down so much your kneecaps lift, grab your strap, outer shoulder width distance. Really important here to zip up the low belly, curl your sit bones underneath you. It's as though you were clamping and pressing your butt cheeks down through the backs of your thighs as though they could meet the mat at your pubic bone. You might even feel the pubic bone lift a little bit. That's wonderful. Trying to keep the low back spacious here. Absorb those low ribs. Lengthen the sides of the neck so we're not gazing way forward and compressing the back of the neck. We're keeping back and sides of the neck long. Inhale, reach out through your knuckles. Float the arms up by your ears. We hold for 5 smooth breaths. See if you can lift up a little higher. And with your 5th exhale, slowly lower that strap down. Leave it where you can find it. Again, plant your palms, tuck your toes, use knees or don't. Inhale, lift up. Down dog as you exhale. Step feet together at the back of the mat, big toes touch, gaze forward between those thumbs where your left foot's gonna land. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step left foot forward. Grab that strap. Lift up slightly, reach out through that strap, plant back heel, exhale, side angle with that strap and the tension of the strap. Inhale, reverse that warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, press your front leg straight, strap reaches up. Gaze at that back foot, turn back heel in, toes out for that Skandasana. Slowly start to bend the knee as left toes flex up, right hip sinks down. Massage your way into it a couple of times. Leave shoulders stacking up, and reaching up towards the sky. As you slowly lower to that left hip, right knee tucks in, plant the top of the right foot and the shin bone close to that outer right hip. Inhale here, lengthen sides of body. Exhale, belly in, lengthen strap forward over that foot, any amount. Again, maybe you're just capturing the ball of the left foot. But no matter what, left toes are actively flexed back towards your face. Again, we move the strap off to the side for this first round. Inhale, reach up, sit up nice and tall, reaching fingers forward as though we were still grabbing that strap. Or maybe you need to plant hands side by side to start. Pick what works for you. Take an inhale. We press into back shin and drag back heel back to come up to our low lunge. Grab strap again. Take a couple moments to notice the back line of the body as low glutes press forward through the back of the right thigh. Yes, low belly stays zipped, but notice what you need to do to really extend the upper back forward to keep the sides of the neck long. So we're not sending chin forward and compressing back of neck, back and sides of neck long. Right hand with our strap captures our right foot. So squeeze heel towards butt. Loop the strap around the foot. Elbow down, palm faces up. As we bring that heel towards our bum, actively pressing that glute down and up through the back of the thigh to actively extend the right hip. Excellent. Slowly release. Strap is back at the front of the mat. Plant your fingertips at the top of the mat. Step forward, fold forward. Top of the mat. Slowly rock side to side. Maybe grab opposite elbows and ragdoll here a little bit. Release fingertips to the mat. Inhale, roll up to rise. At the top of your inhale, pause, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Slowly release your hands to your sides. Take a moment, close your eyes. And notice if the conversation with the breath in the shoulders feels a little different. What is the scope of your awareness of this back line of your body? Is there just more warmth there now? Is there tingling? Has something let go? Does something feel fuller, stronger, more stable? And slowly float your eyes open. Inhale, reach up, ribs in, low belly zipped up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your gaze. Again, grab that strap. Bend both knees generously. Begin to squeeze left heel towards your butt. Keep that right knee bent. Zip up the low belly, lengthen heart forward, start to reach strap forward. We're sort of in like an awkward little shrimp squat that we're gonna move and press that back foot out into our warrior three. Standing leg can stay really bent here. Low belly is zipped, pressing down through that standing leg, pressing out through that lifted foot. Outer right hip wraps back towards the lifted foot. Take an inhale here. Slowly transition, stepping back into our high lunge. Plant back heel, exhale. Side angle pose, warrior two legs. Strap is reaching towards the top of the mat, low belly is zipped. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, press front leg straight. Stand up, turn back toes out. Exhale, Skandasana. Take a couple of breaths to soften into it. But with your next exhale, find your Skandasana. And slowly release right hip to mat. Tuck left knee in, tuck that left shin and top of the left foot underneath and closer towards your outer left hip. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward with the strap. Option here, if you would like, is to now try keeping the strap. So inhale, sit up with or without the strap. Exhale, press into back shin, drag back heel towards you as you lift into your low lunge. Now, inhale, reach up through the strap with both hands. We're gonna floss it back as we bend our back knee, squeeze heel to butt, point toes, and try to capture the strap around that back foot. Now, bend your elbows down, palms flip up. Maybe flip the grip as arm bones come by ears, heart presses and reaches forward. Slowly release the strap. Ooh, doggy. Beautiful. Release strap at the top of the mat. Plant your fingers on either side of that front foot. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Standing splits. Press out through that lifted foot. Press down through the standing leg. As always, standing knee can be softly bent. And you might try a couple of things here. You might try to grab right ankle with right hand and press down on the ankle with the right hand. Really lift up and use the glute of that lifted leg to press down to lift the leg a little bit higher. And slowly release. Bend both knees. Land left foot next to right. Fold forward. Inhale, lift your gaze, grab your strap, bend both knees. Same thing, second side. Start to zip up low belly. Float your right foot. Keep the knee tucked in. Keep the heels squeezing towards butt. Reach out through the strap, strong back as you press into your warrior three. Low ribs are absorbed in, pressing down through standing leg, reaching out through lifted foot. And slowly step back, inhale, lift up, high lunge. Exhale to side angle, plant back heel. Lengthen forward over that front leg with side ribs and strap. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Press your front leg straight. Inhale, stand up. Turn back toes out. Exhale, pulse through your Skandasana a couple of times. Finally, lower right hip all the way to right heel. Sit down on left hip. Soften right knee in, tuck that shin and top of the foot underneath and closer to your outer right hip. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Whew. Let them shoulders rest. Inhale, lift up, reach forward with or without the strap. Exhale, drag front heel back, press back shin up, low lunge. Inhale up with the strap. Squeeze back heel towards butt, point toes, try to capture, woohoo, Capture the back foot. Almost didn't get mine. You can flip your grip and squeeze your elbows underneath or swing your elbows underneath and then up by your ears. Zip up low belly. Actively send that right hip forward. Actively send your heart forward and up. Back of the neck, sides of the neck are long. And slowly release. Strap at the top of the mat. Plant your fingertips on either side of that front foot. Tuck back toes, lift back knee, standing splits. Opposite side. Take a moment to find it. Softly bent standing leg, but actively reaching out through that lifted foot. Finding whatever variation with your hands feels right, but actively using that right glute, pressing down into the back of the right thigh to lift the leg a little higher, extend the hip a little more. And slowly release. Right foot next to left, fold forward. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Zip up your belly, roll up to rise, inhale. Reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. And release your hands down by your sides. Take a moment. Notice all the goodness. Now, we continue to build our flow. We continue to use the strap to open shoulders, to really emphasize using the back line of the body today. So, as you stand at the top of your mat, press down into the feet so much you feel kneecaps lift. Zip up low belly, absorb low ribs, lengthen back and sides of the neck, nice and long, as though you could lift your ears out of your shoulders, without strain, of course. And maybe turn up the outer corners of your mouth into a gentle smile to possibly cultivate that sense of curiosity as we move on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your gaze, bend your knees. We're gonna float left foot up into our standing splits again. So right foot plants, left leg floats up, standing splits. Reach out through the ball of the lifted foot. Grab your strap. We transition through our warrior three. So bend that standing leg if you need to, but zip up low belly. Start to lift your gaze, reach heart forward. Start to lengthen, strap forward, press out through the knuckles, press back through that lifted foot. Inhale. Slowly step back. High lunge. Exhale. Now is where we're going to change it up a little bit. Again, press your front leg straight. Release strap behind you as you bend that back knee. And lift heart up to the sky, just like at the beginning of class. Inhale back up through center, arms reach up, high lunge, plant back heel, exhale, side angle. We'll just do this rotation once. Inhale to reverse. Exhale through side angle. Inhale to press front leg straight, Skandasana, back of the mat. Sink left hip to left heel. Lower right hip down. Left shin and top of foot tuck underneath you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale lifts us up. Exhale, lifts us up in forward low lunge. Inhale up through the strap. Bend your back knee, squeeze heel towards butt. Exhale, strap behind you. Capture the top of the foot. Again, option is to stay here, sending heart forward, squeezing shoulder blades together, use back of body in this way, or maybe begin to bend the elbows. Flip the grip on that strap to bring the elbows up by your ears. Actively lift up and back through the elbows. Actively use back of body to send heart forward. Glutes, the muscles in between the shoulder blades around the spine. And slowly release the foot, the strap. Strap releases back at the top of the mat. Tuck back toes, lift back knee, step forward, fold forward. Exhale. Grab the strap in either hand or get it close. Bend both knees. Inhale, right leg high, standing splits. Take a minute here. I should just say a moment, really. We're not going to be here for a full minute. Again, lift the gaze as you soften that standing leg. Heart forward, gaze forward, floating through our warrior three, pressing out through both feet. Step it back as you inhale. High lunge. Exhale, press front leg straight, bend back knee, floss the shoulders with the strap back. Lift your heart up, up, up. Inhale through high lunge. Exhale, side angle, back heel plants. Inhale, reverse. Stay low in the low half of the body. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, press front leg straight. Skandasana, exhale. Lower left hip down. Tuck right shin and top of foot next to the body. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale lifts us up, use the strap or don't. Exhale, transition to your low lunge. Inhale, strap up, squeeze back heel to butt. Exhale, can I capture, woohoo, the strap around that back foot? Again, option is to stay here or maybe work on lifting those elbows up next to the sides of the head, actively stretching out through the sides of the body, using that back glute to press the hip forward, using the back muscles to lift the heart. And release. Strap at the top of the mat. Plant your palms, step back, down dog. Let's release our back a little bit here. Pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Soften knees to mat, child's pose. You can swing the backs of the hands to rest next to the tops of your feet. Allow the shoulders and the entire spine to round here. Plant your fingertips on either side of your knees. Inhale, sit back on your heels just for a moment. Beautiful. We meet in hands and knees and ultimately in a supported chaturanga to make our way to our bellies. Allow your big toes to touch. Wiggle and swing your hips to release your low back. Okay. So for full Shalabhasana with a shoulder floss, ending in capturing both feet with the strap, just like we've been doing in low lunge, but now in an upward facing bow. Okay, so grab the strap, of course, about outer shoulder width distance. Reach the strap actively out in front of you. Release your forehead onto the mat. I'm going to keep my head up just for the sake of clarity in the mic. But let's focus on getting the low half of the body and the belly and the pelvis and the low back kind of wide and stabilized. So start to zip those inner thighs in towards one another. Maybe magnetize the inner ankles and big toes towards one another. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Just depends on your anatomy. But in either case, hugging in towards midline. Press down into the tops of the feet so much kneecaps squeeze. Press the glutes onto the backs of the thighs so much that you feel the low belly lift, and then actively lift the low belly. Use those muscles. Start to have that feeling of stretching your heart out of your low back without moving the low half of the body. Lengthen sides of neck. Now, instead of thinking back of head back, I want you to draw the ears back as you inhale. Press out through the knuckles, reach your arms up, reach the legs up, and maybe start to floss your arms back. Holding that Shalabhasana, squeezing inner legs together. Inhale, strap forward, stay nice and lifted. Exhale, release it back. Inhale, strap forward. Exhale, strap back. Last time, inhale, strap forward. This time, squeeze your heels towards your butt. Strap back as you exhale. Capture the tops of the feet. Inhale, press your feet into the strap. Keep your knees in towards one another. Stretch your heart forward. Draw your ears back. And slowly release. Release your strap back to the front of your mat. Big toes touch, heels widely apart. Stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. We meet in down dog. Use your knees or don't as you inhale up through plank and down dog. Pedal those feet out. Bending one knee and then the other. Now let's put that all together one last time so we can enjoy our flow in its entirety. Gaze forward between your thumbs. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step right foot forward. Standing splits. Lift left leg high, grab your strap. Inhale, lift your gaze, bend standing leg. Warrior 3. Step it back as you inhale, lift strap up, high lunge. Press front leg straight, exhale, bend back knee, release strap behind you, lift your heart. Inhale back through high lunge. Exhale to side angle. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Press it all straight. Inhale, reach up. Turn front toes out. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Slowly lower right hip. lower left shin. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift up. Prepare to exhale to your low lunge. Squeeze that back heel towards your butt. Inhale, strap up. Exhale it back. Find whatever variation with the strap and the arms that feels good. And slowly release. Strap down, plant palms, step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, standing splits. Grab your strap. Exhale, soften standing knee. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your arms by your ears, press the strap forward, warrior three. Step it back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, front leg straight, bend back knee. Really strap behind you as you lift heart to sky. Inhale, high lunge, strap up. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, press it straight. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Lower all the way down. Inhale, find your length. Adjust that right shin, as needed. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Prepare to get yourself to low lunge. Exhale, transition. Inhale, strap up. Squeeze back heel to butt. Exhale, strap back. Ooh, capture that foot. That's a lot of hamstring work. Back of body, baby. Slowly release, strap. Leave it at the top of that mat. Plant your palms, down dog. Pedal your feet out. Bending one knee and then the other. Wowza, wowza, we did it. Now, gazing back at those feet, step your feet as wide as your mat and slightly closer to your hands. Not much. Maybe a footprint to twist out your dog. Press down into the left hand. Take an inhale. Keep the weight even in your feet as you float the right hand up and reach it for the outer left leg. It could be the left calf, ankle, thigh. We're just twisting out the body a little bit, finding lots of length in the back and stretching out that low back fascia. Inhale, unwind, right hand plants, left hand floats. Exhale, draw low belly in to twist to the right. Grab whatever part of that right leg you can. Weight is even in the feet. Watch that right elbow, don't walk it out. Inhale, back through center, left hand lands. Step back to your down dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. You didn't think you were gonna get away with this so easy, did ya? Exhale, lower to your belly. Grab that strap. Let's get our low body all prepared and ready to go as you zip up inner thighs, inner feet magnetize towards one another. Press the backs of the glutes into the glutes into the backs of the thighs as low belly zips. Reach out through your knuckles, arms nice and long. As you inhale, lift the ears, float the arms up, float the feet up, Shalabhasana. Keep legs lifted, exhale, floss strap back. Inhale it forward. Draw the ears back a little more. Exhale it back. Inhale it forward. Exhale it back. Bend your knees. Capture your feet underneath the strap. Keep your knees together as you press your feet into the strap. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Send heart forward. Draw ears back. And slowly release the strap off to the side. Yowzers. Tuck your toes, plant your palms, use your knees or don't. Lift up, down dog, nice and slow. Move however you need to move here to release that back. Beautiful. Gaze forward, inhale, right leg high, pigeon prep. Exhale, right shin towards the top of the mat. Reach back through all 5 of your left toes, making that big toe disappear behind the inner ankle. Square hips by wrapping outer left hip forward, drawing right hip back. Send your sit bones back. As you come forward, try not to just round forward. Try to lengthen sides of body forward. And go ahead and walk your hands back. That felt so good. I kind of drifted off into outer space. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, lift up and out. Release that right hip in any way that feels good for you. You might even flip your dog into a wild thing. The body's nice and warmed up for it. But no matter what you do, if you're flipping your dog, press your glutes into the back of both thighs to send your hips up and forward. And we meet in down dog. Gaze forward, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left shin forward. Find that pigeon pose, squaring hips, wrapping right hip forward, drawing right hip back. Wrapping right hip forward, drawing left hip back. Reaching back through all 5 of those right toes. Inhale, lengthen sides of body. Exhale, send your sit bones back. Send your hips and pelvis back. Lengthen forward. And take a moment here and notice, how does the back of your body feel? Or maybe a little bit like me, you're all kinds of focused on how good that left hip feels right now. And if you're not like me and it doesn't feel good, it just feels really, really freaking intense, cool too, right? There's an awareness there. If we can smile at it, stay curious, stay open, it allows for a sense of playfulness, childlike wonder to creep in. Okay, let's release this. Go ahead, walk your hands back. Release that hip in any way that feels good. Maybe you might choose to flip that dog again into your wild thing. Try to float it. Try to make your way there with intention, with a sense of softness. Using all of this intelligence in the back line of the body that we've spent all class cultivating. And we meet in down dog. Slowly lower to your knees. Make your way to your backs. Okay. Set yourself up for bridge or wheel. We're ready for this too. If you're staying in bridge, awesome. Bridge is a wonderful place to continue to work on back line of your body intelligence. If you're starting to play in wheel now or it's been a long time, awesome. Let's all start in bridge. Pressing down into the inner edges of the feet, really, really tempting to roll to the outer edges. So root down through the inner edges of the feet, curl your sit bones under, feel those glutes pressing into the backs of the thighs. It's almost like they're pressing them up and forward towards your face. Keep that. Low belly is zipped. Plant those upper arms and elbows next to the upper back, or next to the side bodies, excuse me. Shrug shoulders up towards ears. Roll tops of shoulders towards the earth and press those shoulder blades into the mat just to start. As you press elbows down, shoulder blades will slightly elevate off of the mat. Keep that. Inhale, bridge those hips up by curling sit bones under, by pressing the backs of your thighs up and forward. Press the elbows and upper arm bones into the mat again. Notice if the knees are splaying out. Root down through the inner edges of the feet again. And slowly release. Option is to do that 2 more times or to find wheel 2 more times. We will hold it all for 5 smooth breaths. I'll go with my 5 smooth breaths, which usually in these big back bends are more like tiny sips of air. But go with your length of breath. We start in bridge no matter what in the lower half of the body. If you're wheeling, place your fingertips facing the shoulders, thumbs facing in towards your ears, palms are planted next to your hands, wrapping elbows in. Roll the shoulders up and back. Stretch your heart up even here. Low belly zipped up. Press down into inner edges of the feet. Curl sit bones under. Inhale, bridge pose. Press down into the palms if you're going into wheel. Maybe lightly lift up onto the crown of the head and walk the hands back slightly closer towards your head. And then inhale, press in, lift up. And slowly release. Tuck your chin, roll down through bridge, and lower onto your backs. I'm gonna take my feet nice and wide, allow my knees to rest in on one another as I take a few breaths to let everything settle and recalibrate. Okay, just to be clear for me, wheel is no joke. It does not come easily. I'm not super bendy in my upper back especially, but really in my entire spine. I spent a lot of years actively avoiding big back bends. So it shows, right? It's something that I find super challenging because I spent a lot of years in my practice working on other things. Which is why I just think it's so much fun to lean into the things that are unfamiliar. that are often very challenging and uncomfortable, but I often find that if I maintain this sense of childlike wonder and awe and curiosity, it actually has a twinge of enjoyment to it. But maybe not all the time. It's not fail-safe, but you know, we keep trying. Okay, I'll shut up. Set yourself up for your bridge or wheel pose. Finding that spacious low back, zipping up low belly, getting those glutes starting to yearn and reach for the backs of the thighs. Weight is even in the feet. Fingertips are facing your shoulders if you are going up into wheel, otherwise driving upper arm bones and elbows into the mat. With your next inhale, bridge the hips up. Exhale, press into the palms for wheel. Maybe land the crown of the head lightly. That is the key. Walking the hands slightly closer and pressing up. And tuck your chin, lower on down. Bring your palms to face the sky, arms by your sides. Toe heel your feet together. Soles of the feet touch as knees open out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, rock side to side. And I also want to bring this idea of staying where it serves you best. So some days I will say wheel feels completely inappropriate, like it's just going to end up hurting. And bridge actually feels like the biggest and deepest back bend I'm going to do. Maybe even camel, which is a huge kind of back bend and thoracic extension, but it feels a little bit more shallow, I think, because we're not bearing weight on the hands. So it may be that wheel is forever where you stay, and that's your big back bend, and wonderful, wonderful. Not every body is literally made the same. The slight bony differences in our structures can make a huge impact on our mobility in spots in our body that are naturally less mobile, like our upper back, because we have ribs there that house our lungs and our heart. So we need lots of stability and structure to protect our vital organs. So it's okay. It's totally okay if bridge is where you stay now and forever. Maybe start to slowly bring the knees back in if you haven't already. Toe heeling the feet back to hip width distance. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Hug it outside the ribs and towards the armpits. And follow with that left knee and thigh outside of the ribs toward the armpit. Slowly making our way to happy baby, but give yourself a few little rocks side to side. And ultimately reaching for the outer edges of those feet with feet flexed, or maybe ankles or backs of thighs below the knees. Whatever it is that you're holding on to and gently pulling down on, press back into the resistance of your hands so that low back can lengthen, tailbone lengthens. It's like the low back is able to start to reimagine its natural curve. And slowly release the feet. Bring the inner knees, thighs to touch, arms out to your sides. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right. Anchor down through that left shoulder blade. Press right shoulder blade actively down to roll your chest in the opposite direction of your legs. Inhale deeply. By the power of your low belly, float the knees and legs back up. Exhale, over to the other side. Anchor down through right shoulder blade, but actively press left shoulder blade down to roll your heart away from your legs. Take another inhale here. Exhale, belly in, float legs up. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Give yourself one last tight squeeze. And release. Shavasana. I don't know about you, but a nice long Shavasana is the ticket for me today. So set yourself up for success, even if you just have 15 seconds for your Shavasana, or 5 minutes, or 15 minutes maybe. Get your shoulder blades underneath you and down your back. Separate your legs and your feet so toes can roll out. Soften your ankles, soften kneecaps. Let go in the groin. Soften your belly so much, you might even feel the beating of your heart. Soften your heart into the back of your body. Soft throat. Let go in the jaw. Soften your cheeks. And I leave you here for as long as your day allows. I honor you deeply for coming and bow to you with love, admiration, and recognition. I'll see you next time.